A pretty big piece of news just came out, and that news is that Aurora Cannabis is going to be proposing to acquire CanniMed at $24 a share. Now, $24 a share is a pretty good premium because today CanniMed closed at $15.30 a share, so pretty much everybody that is holding this stock currently is going to be pretty happy with this deal. Now, Aurora already has lockup agreements of 38% of CanniMed shareholders, which means that 38% of the shareholders are obligated by contract to vote in favor of this deal. They cannot vote against this deal. They cannot vote in favor of other deals that might be proposed by other companies. So they already have 38% of the vote locked up, and they're going to be needing 66.6% of the vote to get this to go through after CanniMed responds and they get the financials and they get everything sorted out and make sure that everything is to their liking. So the chances of this deal going through are fairly good in my opinion. Now, I'm not really going to be talking about some of the stuff that this article mentions. I'll post a link to the article in the description, so if you want to take a look, you can. They're going to be having approximately 40,000 active registered patients if the combination happens, the acquisition, I mean. So the Aurora is going to significantly expand if they can manage to get this company under their name. And Aurora is soon going to be close to the size of Canopy Growth, which is actually pretty cool. But yeah, I'll post this in the description. But the interesting thing about this deal is that Aurora has been rising over the past few weeks, and it's up about 125% over the past few weeks. Now, other companies in the sector are not up this much. Some of them are up pretty high, but none of them are up about 125%. And what this makes me think is that somebody had inside information that Aurora was going to be doing something in the very near future. And if somebody had inside information that this was actually going to be happening, it would make a lot of sense for them to buy CanniMed shares, right? Because these shares are going to be close to $24 tomorrow. But nobody really seemed to buy them. They did go up, but 30% is not really anything to be surprised about. The whole industry went up, and 30% is not really that much for this company to go up. It's nothing unexpected, but for Aurora to go up about 125%, that's quite unusual. So I think that somebody had inside information, but they had incomplete inside information. In other words, I think that somebody at Aurora, or somebody that works for Aurora, or somebody that was just there, I think somebody knew that something was going to be happening, but they weren't exactly sure what was going to be happening, and they spread this information around, and a bunch of insiders bought Aurora in expectation of this news. And I think that that's what caused this sort of insane drive up in price, because I mean, 125% in a few days, that's pretty significant, and no other company did this, so somebody had inside information. I just think that it was incomplete. So let me know what you guys think. This is a pretty good deal, and I'm interested to see how the price of Aurora is going to react tomorrow to the deal. CanniMed is obviously going to react fairly well. $24 a share, that's really, really good. But I'm curious how Aurora is going to deal with this. I'm also curious how much of this spike was contributed to somebody knowing that Aurora is going to be making some big moves over the next few weeks and months. So let me know what you guys think. Pretty cool deal. Oh yeah, by the way, I also have the financials right here. I had them pulled up. If you're curious about the financials, CanniMed for what is this? This is quarter 3 of 2017, July 31st. So this was a little while ago, but this is the most recent one that I could find. 107 million in assets. They had 4.7 million in revenue, which is not that bad. So if Aurora can acquire them, they will have a jump in revenue, which is, I guess, good for them. They are going to be paying a pretty heavy premium, but I think that in general, this is going to be seen as good news for Aurora. So we'll see, but for now, that's that. So let me know what you guys think, and this is all that I really had to say. By the way, if my mic sounds weird, it's because I'm using a different mic. My other mic is out of battery, so I had to use a different headset. Well, I'm using a headset right now, but that's why the mic sounds a little bit different.